Hey, take a look at our new tractor. Yeah, here it is. I'm just messing with you guys. I have a little story to this. My best friend, Bob, I got a package in the mail, I don't know, a couple months ago, and this was in it. He knows my love of tractors. We've been best friends for, oh my gosh, almost 50 years. We really have. And he thought about me when he saw the tractor and sent it to me. So I've got it on my desk, and it's right there next to me when I'm doing my video editing. You know, it got me thinking though, there's a few great blessings in life. I hope you guys don't mind if I just talk for just a minute. You know, I think with me, the greatest blessing I had was my parents early on in my life that made me who I am today. And my wife, who is truly my best friend. But then having a best friend in life, you know, my dad told me one time, he says, you know, I'm really kind of jealous of you. I said, well, why? He said, because of Bob. Because you have a best friend. He said, I have a lot of friends. He said, but I don't really have a best friend. And to me, a best friend is someone that, well, he's as close to me as my brother was. I only had one sibling. He passed away very young. We often have had several years of separation. You know, I'm up here in the Western New York area. He was in Florida. Actually, we both met in Florida. He's now in North Georgia, I think. And as a matter of fact, we featured them on the channel, him and his beautiful wife, Karen, as they chase their dream and are living on a little gentleman's farm in North Georgia, and just as happy as I've ever seen them. But I know, based on past history, when we get back together, it doesn't matter how long we're apart, it's going to be like we never left each other. And over the years, he's proven time and time and time again to be there, not just when it's good, because that's easy, but when it's bad. I just think having a best friend in life is just an absolute blessing. And I mentioned my parents. Let me tell you a quick story. As I mentioned, my brother passed away. It's been 20 years now. He was only 46 years old, and he had liver cancer, so he knew he was dying. And he lasted about 10 years after the diagnosis, and he didn't want to go to hospice, so he wanted to pass away at home. So I would go see him every day at home, and it was getting towards the end. And I asked him one time, I said, Greg, I said, what do you think it's going to be like? And he said, what do you think what's going to be like? He said, you mean heaven? I said, yeah. He said, I know exactly what it's going to be like. He said, Montrose. Well, Montrose was the name of the street we grew up on. My parents were such a blessing to both my brother and I that when we thought about heaven, and when my brother said Montrose, I knew exactly what he meant. Our childhood was idyllic. I mean, it was Ozzie and Harriet. It was, you know, the Brady Bunch without a big bunch. It was just fantastic. And I feel so blessed in my life. You know, I've had some health issues, and you know, there's been down times and up times economically and what have you. But the big picture of life for me, my parents, my wife, and my best friend, Bob. All right, so let me show you the first project we're going to tackle. And that's this wall right here. This doesn't work for me. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the functionality of it either. Yeah, this I'm excited about. I really am. You guys all know I have OCD. I like things neat, orderly, and uniform. So this company sent me a bunch of hardware, and I am really, really impressed with the quality. If you've priced some of this upper end garage organizer, hanging things, they're really expensive. This company's not, they're affordable. So here's what they sent me. So these are the mounting plates, and they are 16 inches in length. They sent me 14 of them, so that means I can do almost 19 linear feet. So I think this is going to work out perfect. Next, oh, by the way, they sent me a whole pile of hardware, which I'm not going to be using. They've got drywall anchor screws. I don't need that. I'm going into the girts. And these are Phillips head screws. So instead, what I'm going to be using is going to be a T25. It's just so much simpler to install. They also send some great instructions, although it's a very simplistic process. And then as far as the hangers, they sent 10 of these single hangers. They are 6 inches. They sent 15 of the double hangers. They're also 6 inches. And then 7 of these large double hangers, and they are 9 inches. So the process is pretty simple. Let me show you. So this is the hanger, and that's it to hang them. What I like about it is that as I'm laying this out, if I find, geez, these 2 hooks are a little close together, well, I can just move it. So we're gonna tackle that area that I just showed you. This is gonna help a lot. And let's see what happens. All right, all the old stuff is down, all the screws, and I already think it looks better. Yeah, I think when you get a barn, at least for me when I built this barn, I was just so grateful to have it, and you organize as best you can. I've never had something like this in my life prior to this barn, so you know, I just kind of off the cuff organize it. But then as longer that you're in there, and this barn is, let's see, about 1.5 years old, something like that. You start to say, geez, I wish I'd done that, I wish I'd done this. And then you kind of reorganize. That's what I'm doing right here. And then this company gave me the opportunity to have all this hardware to do this. So yeah, I'm really grateful, I really am. All right, let's start putting some of it up. I was just trying to figure out the linear feet and how I'm gonna lay this out. I think what I wanna do is I wanna take some of the longer stuff up here. Yeah, so I think this gives you a good idea what it's gonna look like. You know, one of the things is the girts are a little narrow, so I'm only putting screws in the top. I think that's gonna be fine. I'm not putting anything super heavy up here. Wow, I am really impressed. Take a look at the before picture. And now take a look at this. Neat, organized, really efficient. This is, if you look at it, I mean, that's a pretty big wall of tools. And yeah, I think that's a very, very efficient use of the space. Now, as I mentioned, this company sent these to me to review and try and put on the channel. I was really excited to get them, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm ordering more. I've got this hodgepodge over here, and I'd like to standardize it. And now, of course, as a viewer of Tractors in Life, you're gonna be eligible for a discount on this product, and I'll give you that information in the video description, and also a pinned comment where you'll be able to upload a PDF with all the links to everything that you see in this video. All right, here's a fun job. I declare it, no more snow. So you know what that means, like 10 feet of snow tomorrow. So look at how disgusting this garage floor is. I'm using a Karcher product right now that I've used before that does a great job. So a little different. Sorry for the poor lighting. And all these marks that you're seeing, that's just paint that's come up. It really feels good to have this clean, so I'm gonna do the driveway now. Just put you guys on time lapse. I have to tell you, This is the best electric pressure washer I've ever had. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal. It's just a little powerhouse. I'm gonna put the link in the description and also in a pinned comment. I think I've had it on 2 or 3 other videos so far, and it always performs. It's just awesome. All done. Driveway's done. Garage is done. Front porch, sidewalk. I have to tell you, I don't think there's another product that I've endorsed that I feel more confident about than this pressure washer. I mean, with the discount code, under $140, 5,000 PSI, and I'll tell you, I noticed it. I mean, I really did. Being on the 4 casters, rather than, let me show you the Bauer that I've had. It's just on the 2 big wheels in the back. You know, invariably, I always ended up pulling on it and knocking it over. This thing is like a shop vac, just follows you wherever you want to go. Having those hose ends built into the handle. The soap cannon's a little small. If you're doing like a piece of equipment, it's gonna be fine. If it's something bigger, like I was doing here, you know, then I like the foam cannon. I'm so impressed. I really, really am. So here's my problem. You see all this water. It's all over the yard. Yeah, I mean, we had I believe it was the 3rd wettest March on record, and our records go back into the 1800s. It's all over the property. So what I've had to do in the past, and I'm definitely gonna need to do this year, is I'm gonna need to put chains on the little tractor. Otherwise I'm gonna bury it. So I'm gonna do that now. So this is that GARVEE fuel tank that you probably saw in previous episodes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer some gasoline. This holds 15 gallons. This pump, it's made by ANSE, and boy, it's powerful. And it's USB chargeable. I'll put the link in the description, but I really like it. It's fast too. I'd say it took like 2 minutes or so to empty the 5-gallon container. All right, so you can see the reason I have that sitting up now is because there's 2 ways to use this. One is by pumping the handle to gain suction. The other is simply gravity feed. And that's the way I've got set up right now, is to gravity feed. Let me show you how fast and how well this little USB transfer pump works. I don't know if you can see that. That's some pretty good pressure. So we're gonna get this more ready to cut grass. Chains are on. I didn't think you guys needed to see all that and all my frustration with it. The only thing I've got left to do on this tractor is to check the air in the tires. So I finally found someone with worse OCD than I have, and a viewer, and you'll know who you are, I'm not gonna mention you by name, but we had a good laugh over it. So it bothered him that all my nozzles were hanging out, and he wanted them turned in. So there you go, that's just for you. Now the other one that's out is the one that's still got some fuel in it. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, you're looking at a very blessed man, I really am. Not so much for material things, though I have certainly been blessed in that way, but the people that I've had in my life. And you know, right now you're in my life too, and your support is allowing me to do what I love, which is all of this, you know, kind of the tractor outdoor world. I really do love it, and I thank you for your support. Matter of fact, if you do enjoy this type of content, we sure would appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. God bless you all, and we will see you next time on Tractors and Life.